Hello. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Audible? Am I audible, Amma? Hello.
Well, sir, you're audible, sir.
Yes, sir, you are
Okay,
audible.
fine. Fine. So let us go for the class. Today's class is about discussion about the operators, the rich set of operators which I told you that we'll select it. We'll discuss it. And of course, for each and every operator, if time permits, we'll demonstrate it through programming. And sometimes I may even ask you the questions also. So no need to worry about that. Most of the operators we are familiar since these operators uh, we already used in mathematics. For example, if you talk about the arithmetic operators, we know every operator. The thing is that in mathematics, while writing in different way, we write and the same meaning of operators. Of course, they are available in C language, but slightly while using them, we use it in different. So that's what about our topic today. That is about operators. So we know that the operators C language. In C language, whatever the rich set of operators are there, they are all divided into main categories are two, but the third category is also there in C language. The two main category of operators, one of them is what? Unary operators. Unary operator means what? Only one operand and one operator. We apply the operator on only one operand. Best example of unary operators is what, sir? Suppose if you want to express a particular variable as a negative variable, say a is a variable which we declared, but we want to say it is a negative a. So we use what, sir? Minus a. In front of a, we use minus symbol. So that means a is what there? A is what?
Negative
Operand.
value.
And a is operand and minus sign is what? Operator. So that minus sign operator is applied only on one variable. Therefore, that operator has become what? Unary operator. Similarly, increment and decrement operators are the famous operators in C language. Shorthand operators, we also call them as shorthand operators, which are available in C language. Increment, decrement, and that increment, decrement are also what's up? Unary operators, right? And coming to the second category of operators are what? Binary operators, where these operators we apply them on two operands or between two operands. So addition of two numbers, say addition of two values or two variables. In that case, what we do, we say a plus b. We say a plus b means a and b here are the two variables, and between the two variables, the plus sign is used. So therefore, the plus sign now is behaving like as a binary operator. Similarly, I can even say A minus B also. There also that minus is applied on two operands. Previously, the same minus, which is when it is applied on a single operand, it has become unary operator. But that minus operator, this time we are using between two operands. Now it behaves like as a binary operator. So likewise, in C language, there is a third category of operator. Only one is there. That is called ternary operator, which is a combination of two operators and three operands. That means two operators together we apply, but the two operators we apply them on three operands. That we'll discuss, of course. So this is what about the broad categories are only two, but the third category is also there in C language called ternary operator. Now, what are the other operators then? Okay, we got that overall category of operators are of two types. One is unary operator, the other one is binary operators. But these unary or binary operators altogether, we categorize them in different categories, in different groups, like as arithmetic operators, okay, which commonly we use to simplify the expressions or arithmetic expressions in general. And relational operators, second category, which we apply for decision making. Logical operators are also there, which too we apply along with the relational operators for decision making. Bitwise operators are there to apply the operations on bits, binary digits. And similarly, assignment operators are there, conditional operators, nothing but ternary operators, and some miscellaneous operators are also there, like a size of operator is there, address operator is there, likewise. So these are all what's the different categories or groups of operators in C language which are divided. So let us start with the discussion of arithmetic operators. So when we talk about the arithmetic operators in C language, the common arithmetic operators which we use are 5. What are they? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and remainder operator or modular operator. So these are all the 5 different categories of operators that we have, right? And along with these 5 operators, the increment decrement operators are also treated as arithmetic operators, a special case of arithmetic operators. But in these operators, when we talk, we are very much familiar about the plus operator, say plus operator is there, okay, and minus operator is there. These two we are familiar. This is for addition of two numbers and this is for subtraction of two numbers, okay, as a binary. I'm talking about the binary when they are used as binary operators. And the second one is what's our multiplication division operators. This is for multiplication purpose, multiplying the two numbers, and this is for division of two numbers. And nevertheless, we also have the fifth operator called percentile symbol or modular operators. Is also called as remainder operator. So these are all the various 5 categories of operators that we have. Now, no need to discuss about the addition and subtraction. We know what they do. And come to the multiplication as well as division also, no need to worry. The only thing about the discussion of division operator is, all of you observe carefully. Suppose if I am writing something called 5 by 2, what is your answer in mathematics? What is that actual answer? Anyone?
2.5.
As per mathematics, obviously we expect that it should be 2.5, right? But when it comes to the C language, when we use this division operator slash, okay, it's a forward slash 5 by 2, the answer is not 2.5. The resultant answer is how much?
2.
2.
2,
Two.
not 2.5, it is 2. Why 2? That is what the important one. We cannot blame yours or C language, or we cannot blame the compiler or system. Because of the designer, what he did is, he clearly mentioned the rules here. The grammar is already mentioned that when we are dividing that on, or when we are applying the division operator on 2 integers, the resultant is always integer. Whereas among the 2, if any of them is also a real number or floating type, then only the resultant is correct. That means what? Instead of 2, we get 2.5. So thus, what we say, the rule which is applied is like this. Integer versus integer is always integer. In C language, when we use the division operator, this operator I'm talking, and between the 2 integers when we apply, the resultant is integer. Whereas integer versus float is always float. Similarly, float versus integer is also float. And finally, float versus float is also float. So thus, between float and, sorry, this is not integer, this is a float. Then also the resultant is float. So that's what we understand is, if one of the operands, so when we apply the division operator, which is a binary operator, and among the 2 operands, when we apply the division operator, if any one of them is, or at least one of them is float, then the resultant is float, otherwise it is integer. This was the important rule that we have to remember when we use the division, unlike your mathematics. Whereas if you talk about in mathematics, we have to say it is 2.5. In C language, when we talk, we have to say it is what, sir? How much? 2 only, not 2.5. So that's what about the division operator. Then comes the modular operator. This modular operator gives the remainder. So this, for example, again 5 mod 2, suppose if I apply, can anybody tell me what is the remainder?
1.
1 is the remainder.
1.
Because 2 times the 5 will go, 2 to the 4, and the remainder is 1. Therefore, the answer is 1. So this is what about this specially meant for getting the remainder. Similarly, say for example, if I say 7 by 3, then what is the answer? What is the remainder? 7 mod 2, not 3. 7 mod 3, if I say, what is the answer? 1 again.
1.
1.
Okay.
1, sir.
Okay. Likewise, if you go say 15 mod 3, then what the answer? Say 15
0.
mod
0, sir.
3.
0.
0. Because exactly it goes 3 times. Sorry, not 3 times. How many? 5 times. So the remainder is 0. So all and all, this modular operator will give the remainder, and division operator will give the actual answer. Right. So if you are expecting a remainder, then better use the modular operator. But in modular operator, can anybody tell me? Even not only modular, we will talk about the what's division also, or division operator so simultaneously. But let us concentrate on modular operator first. Suppose I'm saying 5 mod minus 2. What is the answer? Anyone amma? 5 mod minus 2.
I think it will still be 1, sir.
What is 5 mod minus 2? It is 1. Okay, someone said it is 1. Similarly, what is 5 by minus 2?
Minus 2.5, sir.
No, don't say again 2.5. That
Minus
thing
2.
has to be cleared first. Because you know
Minus
5
2,
is
sir.
integer and 2. Yes, Amma, 5 is integer, 2 is also integer. I didn't say what's up like this. If I say, you could have said like that. 5.0 mod minus 2, if I say, then you could say that it is minus 2.5 because 5.0 is a float value. But here, in this division, we didn't use what's up any float value. Both are integers. 5 is integer, minus 2 is also integer. So the resultant is what? Minus 2.5 in this case. What about this one? You said it is
Minus 2.
minus 2. No, here, modular operator. 5
Minus 1.
mod
Minus 1.
minus 1. Okay, then what about that? Minus 5 mod 2. Similarly, what is the value of minus 5 divided by 2? Okay,
minus 5.
you tell me about this minus 5 by 2. Division.
Minus 2, sir.
Minus 2. Right. Okay. Then in this case, it is what, sir? Here also minus 2, here also minus 2. What about minus 5 mod 2?
Minus 1.
Minus 1.
Minus 1, sir.
Minus 1. And then finally, what is minus 5 mod minus 2? And here, minus 5 by
1, sir.
minus 2.
1.
So here you want to say it is 1. And what about this one, Sarama? Ikadama? Minus 5 by minus 2?
1.
No, Ikada. Division, ordinary division. 2. Okay. Here it is 2. Okay. And about 2, you said that it is minus 2. Okay. In these two cases, it is minus 2. If I remove, suppose, this one, then 5 minus 2 is minus 2. Okay. But, okay, these three are absolutely right. I agree. If any one of the operands for the division operator, if any one of the operands is negative, then the resultant is negative. And within that rule, then we have to also remember the rule of integer versus integer, integer versus false, like that. So I repeat once again, let me clear the things. For the ordinary division, if I say something called minus 5 by 2 is minus 2. 5 by minus 2 is also minus 2. And minus 5 by minus 2 is, of course, how much? Plus 2. Are you getting? So these three are absolutely right, because we know as per the mathematics is going. But when it comes to the modular operator, all of you, we know that modular operator we applied on two positive or integer, then it is what's a pure remainder. The remainder is 1. But in the case of these three, if numerator is negative, irrespective of the sign of denominator, all of you, here the sign of denominator is minus 2. It least bothers. It only checks whether that numerator is positive or not. If the numerator is positive, irrespective of the denominator, then the remainder is positive. So for the modular operator, I repeat once again, for the modular operator, if the numerator is positive, irrespective of the denominator sign, whether it may be positive or negative, the resultant is positive. On the other hand, if the numerator is negative, again that irrespective of the denominator, then the remainder is always negative. So in these two cases, it is minus 1. In this case, it is minus 1. Let me write. In this case, it is minus 1 because the numerator is negative. And in this case also, it is minus 1. Okay, even though if the denominator is minus. Is this thing is clear, sir? Important. For the ordinary
Yes, sir.
division, the same mathematics rules are applied. For the ordinary things, the same mathematical rules are applied here for these three. Okay, but whereas for the modular operator of these three categories, we have to carefully observe about the sign of numerator. If the sign is negative, then only the remainder is negative. Otherwise, it is positive. If the numerator is positive, then the remainder is also positive. Right, sir? All of you? Okay. And one more caution is that modular operator is only applicable. The modular operator is only applicable for integers. This operator is applicable for integers only. Okay, sir, all of you. Hope that things are clear.
Yes, sir, clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, let me demonstrate this. Here I'm going for that a new file of C source type. Okay. Okay, now here int a, okay, which is equal to what, sir? Say 5, and b, which is equal to, of course, 2, and c here is what, the third one. Now c is equal to, if I say a by b, then what is the answer that we have to check? Printf percentile d, c is equal to percentile d, comma c. But I don't want to demonstrate all this. Let me directly write otherwise. Just I'll take the only one variable and the only important part let me demonstrate, because they are all simple questions. Instead of wasting, we'll write like this. It's minus 5 by 2. Ordinary division I'm doing. But the numerator is negative. Okay. And both 5 and 2 are integers. Therefore, the answer is 2, not 2.5. One thing is clear. Second thing is that one of the operands is negative. Therefore, it is minus 2. Let us see this particular one. Let me keep the semicolons. Okay. Here also end semicolon. Now let us compile this. Okay. Something has happened. Okay. A is, okay, C, not A, this is what, C here, fine, okay, fine. See that, is that visible, Amma? C is equal to minus 2, it is showing. Okay, because here we use minus 5, and we are dividing that minus 5 by 2. So therefore the answer is, of course, minus 2. Now, suppose if I say 5 by minus 2, then what is the answer? 5 by minus 2, what is the answer?
2.
5 by minus 2. Is the ordinary division, Amma. Simple division, not modular division.
Minus 2.
Minus 2,
Minus
sir.
two. Same regular mathematical rules only. Okay, let us see that. Here again, minus 2 only. C is equal to minus 2. Is that visible? So ఇంతకు ముందు న్యూమరేటర్ నెగటివ్ ఉన్నా మైనస్ 2 వచ్చింది, డినామినేటర్ నెగటివ్ ఉన్నా మైనస్ వచ్చింది. డివిజన్ గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నాం. ఐఎమ్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ సింపుల్ డివిజన్, నాట్ మాడ్యులర్ డివిజన్. Now, if I take both of them negative, then let us see what the answer. I have taken minus 5 by minus 2. Now I am doing. So if I do this one, let us see what the answer. The answer is C is equal to how much?
2.
2. I hope that it is visible. It is 2. Because minus minus gets cancelled and 5, okay, by 2 is 2. Fine. Now, let us say in the operator. Operator I'm doing here, I'm taking modular operator. I want, what is it? Remainder. I want 5 mod minus 2. 5 mod minus 2. What is the answer? This time it is modular operator,
One.
therefore we get 1 only. Why? Because numerator is
Positive.
positive. So it won't bother about the denominator, whether it is positive or negative. So let us compile and rerun this. Observe the answer. C is equal to how much? 1. Why? Because numerator is positive. The resultant remainder value is also positive. Now, here numerator is negative and denominator is also negative. What is the answer? Don't worry about the denominator. No need to see the
Minus 1.
denominator.
Minus 1.
Minus
Minus
1. So let us see this one. The answer is minus 1. Have you checked it? Okay.
Yes,
And
sir.
similarly, if I
Yes,
remove
sir.
the negative value from the denominator, again, it least bothers about the sign of denominator. It only concentrates on the numerator sign. If the numerator sign is negative, remainder is also negative. So in this case also the answer is negative only. Here is again minus 1. So this is what about the modular and ordinary division values. Okay. But now the picture comes, the important thing that when we talk about these operators, not only about arithmetic operators, we have several other operators are also. Like as just now we listed out, conditional, logical, bitwise, so many list of operators we have. Now, when we use about multiple operators, so simultaneously, suppose if you are writing in a big expression, mathematical expression, obviously in that big size of mathematical induction or expression, we use multiple operators. So when you are using multiple operators, how your expansion will take place, how your compiler or CPU executes that expansion. For that one, we have to remember the two very important properties about these operators. One is operator precedence. The second one is operators associativity. So this is what that very two important properties we should always remember. And since we have the only difficulty here in C language we face because we have plenty of operators are there. So for all that list of operators, it is better you remember the precedence, that is what the priority as well as the associative. So first of all, we'll discuss about the operator precedence. Precedence means what's our priority activity. So the priority comes into the picture. Say, let me write an expression here. All of you. Say, I want to say C is equal to something called 5 into 2 plus 3 minus 6 by 4. Almost all the operators, all the arithmetic operators, except of course the remainder operator, I used it. So in this expression, in this mathematical expression, all are constants, fine. But operators are multiple operators, plus, minus, into, as well as division. Now the thing is that which particular portion of the expression is going to be executed first, because your CPU don't have, I mean your system do not have multiple CPUs to parallelly calculate a math. If you are talking about a parallel computers or parallel algorithms, when we implement, then maybe these operators would have been divided into multiple pairs, and that multiple pairs would have been executed on multiple CPUs, and you may get a different answer. In mathematics also, we know very well, according to the CPU, not all these operators are going to be executed first. It is not even possible. Okay, even if you have multiple brains, multitasking skills, even if you have, okay, you never do that because you will get a wrong answer. So suppose in case if I have if I have written this particular expression, then the main question will come into the picture that which particular portion of the expression is going to be executed first is a big question we'll get in our mind. Why? The reason is you are having multiple operators. So in that case, the precedence or the priority will come to the picture. The precedence or priority, what it actually explains is among multiple operators when they are present in an expression, which particular operator is going to be executed first is what the concept called priority or precedence. The order of the operator execution is called as priority. Okay, then let us talk about the priority first, and later we'll clear the concept called associativity. So can anybody tell me in this expression, if it is visible clearly, which particular portion or which particular operator is going to be executed first? Is the 2 plus 3 or 3 minus 6?
Division.
Multiplication and
6 by
division.
4. 6 by 4.
Division 5 into 2.
Okay, some people are saying 6 by 4, some people are saying 5 by 2, but none of them are saying plus and minus. Very good. At least you are close. In mathematics also, if you remember the Bodemas rule, Bodemas
Yes,
consists of
sir.
brackets, divisions, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. This is the order in which the execution will take place. Long back, in the school level, we learned the concept called Bodemas rule. So the same Bodemas rule also tells the same priority only. So according to the priority, some people said 6 by 4. Okay, some people they said it is 5 into 6. So what is the confusion here? Why some people are saying 6 by 4 and why some people are saying 5 into 2? Okay, let me clear. Here the concept comes called associativity. So for the simple region, let me take one more example. Later we'll go for the above one. I'm not erasing the above one. C is equal to 5 into 2. Okay. By 4. 5 into 6 by 4, say, for example. You take this one. 5 into 6 by 4. Tell me about this one, sir. Into is there, division is also there. Let me write in fresh otherwise. 5 into 6 by 4. So the two operators are there. Okay. And among the two, okay, again, if I ask you, some people will say 6 by 4 and some people will say 5 into 6. So the confusion is here. The two operators which are having same priority are occurring side by side in a same expression. So there the concept called associativity comes into the picture. Okay. So let us talk about these two concepts with respect to arithmetic or operators. So among the arithmetic operators, the first priority, precedence, okay, will give to the brackets. This is what the first priority, precedence. And multiplication, division, and modular division, these three are given second priority or second precedence. And addition, subtraction are given third priority or precedence. And finally, if you have assignment operator, that is given fourth priority. So according to the arithmetic operators, if I talk about the priority or precedence, then first priority is given to what's that? Parenthesis, brackets. But within these brackets, if you are having nested brackets, say for example, you are having like this, then which portion is going to be executed? The innermost parenthesis is going to be executed first, and then the second innermost is going to be executed second, and lastly the third most parenthesis portion is going to be executed third time. So when you are having multiple parentheses nested inside, then innermost to externalmost, inner to external, it executes the parenthesis portion because of the parenthesis given first priority. If the parenthesis is not present in your expression, then it will give the priority to addition, multiplication, division, and modular division. For any of these three, it will give the priority. And third priority is given to addition and subtraction. And last priority is given to, of course, the assignment operator. So here, according to this priority, suppose if I check, all of you, according to this priority, if I want to check, then which one is going to be executed first? Yes, Amma?
It would be from left to right, sir.
Yes, sir. Left to right. So
That's what.
multiplication.
I want to precise answer. The question which I'm
5
asking for
into
that.
6, sir.
5 into 6 would be evaluated first, sir. Then the result would be divided by 4.
Okay. Why not 6 by 4 again?
Because we have
Some
equal
people
priority. They both have equal priority, so that's the
let
reason
me
it is given.
simply. Okay, that's what actually I want to explain, but I want pinpoint answer. Pinpoint in this is what? Whether multiplication or division. You people said that it is multiplication. Fine. Why not division? Because I didn't give the order here. Now, all the three, of course, are given same priority. Here, for all these three, I have given the same priority. So if the same priority operators are there, then there is again a confusion. Here again, the same thing is what happening here. Multiplication is there, division is there. So when same priority operators are occurring, then we have to see the associativity. The associativity is of two types. Whether the expression has to be evaluated from left to right, or expression means the operators. Whether the operators to be evaluated from left to right, or they have to be evaluated from right to left. So this left to right evaluation or right to left evaluation is called as associativity. So among the arithmetic operators, all the arithmetic operators are holding the associativity of left to right, all of you. All the arithmetic operators are holding the associativity of left to right execution. Then what about the parenthesis, Amma? Okay, nested I explained. Nested we all know very well. Innermost parenthesis portion has to be executed first, then the external one. Then what about the parentheses if they are in side by side? Then say, let me say, for example, if it is like this. Say here, parenthesis, 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 something plus, again parenthesis, parenthesis, minus, parenthesis, parenthesis. Like this, if you have done anyone about what is the associativity among the parentheses here. They are not, this time they are not nested, they are side by side. All the three internal are of course nested in external one, but within that internal we have three side by side.
Right to left.
Is that associativity for the parenthesis from left to right, or it is from right to left?
Right to left.
No, Amma. For
Left
parenthesis
to right.
also, for the parenthesis also, arithmetic operators along with the parenthesis, the execution order of the execution is left to right. Okay, associativity is left to right. So hope that you understand about what you mean by precedence and associativity. ఇక్కడ కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఏంటి అంటే అమ్మా, అర్థమెటిక్ ఆపరేటర్స్ 5 ఉన్నాయి మనకు, బోడోమాస్ మనం చదివాము. ఓకే, ఇంక్లూడింగ్ parenthesis అనుకున్నా we have 6 operators. Okay, and we learn Bodomas. Of course, the same Bodomas rules are what we are applying in C language. But if the number of operators are increasing in your expression, suppose if your expression contains logical operators, bitwise operators, all type of operators, if they are present, then the confusion is what? What is the precedence? What is the order of the execution? And what is the associativity? There the confusion will come into the picture. So, finally, after discussing about all that operators, we'll discuss finally the associativity as well as the operator precedence among all the set of operators at this stage. With a chart, we'll remember. I think, is that really required to remember that big chart of associativity and precedence? అలా ఒక క్వశ్చన్ వచ్చింది. మరి అంత పెద్దది ఎవరు జ్ఞాపకం ఉంచుకుంటాడు? ఆపరేటర్స్ చాలా ఉన్నాయి. మరి అలాంటప్పుడు ఆ ఆపరేటర్స్ లో ఏది ఫస్ట్, ఏది సెకండ్, ఇవన్నీ మళ్ళీ లెఫ్ట్ రైట్, రైట్ టు ఏవి లెఫ్ట్ రైట్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతాయి, ఏవి రైట్ టు లెఫ్ట్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతాయి, ఇవన్నీ కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఎట్లా సార్ అంటే, మనం కొద్దిగా లాజిక్, కొద్దిగా బుర్ర ఉపయోగిస్తే, ఇఫ్ యూ సార్ అప్లై యువర్ నాలెడ్జ్, లిటిల్ బిట్ ఆఫ్ మ్యాథమెటికల్ నాలెడ్జ్, యూ విల్ కమ్ టు నో ద associativity as well as the precedence. Okay, so let me talk about a few small expression. Tell me the precedence of this one, Amma. 5 less than 3 plus 4. Can anybody tell me? Here, less than is a logical operator, plus is an arithmetic operator. Just now we learned about the arithmetic operator precedence only. So only addition is the only present in the expression. No other arithmetic operators are present to talk about the precedence. But this plus sign is now competing with the logical operator less than. Avuna expression ila undi. 5 less than 3 plus 4. Inara? So ఇప్పుడు లెస్ దాన్ కు ఫస్ట్ ప్రయారిటీ ఇవ్వాలా లేదా ప్లస్ కు ఫస్ట్ ప్రయారిటీ ఇవ్వాలా?
Addition, sir.
సరే, నేను అసోసియేటివిటీ గురించి మాట్లాడేటప్పుడు రెండు కూడా లెఫ్ట్ రైట్ అనుకోండి. సపోజ్ లెస్ దాన్ ఈజ్ లెఫ్ట్ రైట్, అడిషన్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో లెఫ్ట్ రైట్. ఎనీవన్? Just simple use the simple mathematics. Use simple mathematics. your mathematical logic. What do you expect if it is the case? What do you feel?
First addition.
First addition only. Very good. You're all right, Amma. First addition only has to be taken place. If I talk about 5 less than 3, it will return true or false. A Boolean value it returns. In C language, true is 1 and false is 0 always. So 5 less than 3 and indirectly what we are doing here, we are talking about what's the logical relation between 5 and 3. But actually, we are expecting that 5 should be compared with the resultant of 3 and 4. So obviously what we expect is that 3 and 4 to be added first, which is leads to 7, and then that 7 has to be compared with the 5. So ఇలా చిన్నగా మనం కొద్దిగా లాజిక్ అప్లై చేస్తే సరిపోతుందమ్మా. We can easily get the idea about the operator precedence as well as associativity. Okay, now all of you. So
Yes,
now
sir.
finally tell me what is the final answer for this expression. C is equal to 5 into 3 plus 4
True, sir.
minus
One.
6 minus 6. No, I'm coming back to my the previous arithmetic operators discussion only. Here I have written C is equal to something called 5 into 3 plus 4 minus 6 by 4. So what is your final answer? We know that one operator at a time has to be executed. So when the one operator only has to be executed means the highest priority operators, of course, they are present. One is what? Multiplication. The other one is division. So among this multiplication division, both are occurred in the same expression. Therefore, multiplication has to be applied first. So 5 3s are 15. There are all of you. So first C is equal to 15 plus 4 minus 6 by 4. So likewise, one operator is applied. Then what is the next operator is going to be applied? Amma, next operation.
Division.
Division 6 by 4. What is the answer for 6 by 4?
1, sir.
1.
1. Okay. So thus, the next result is C is equal to 15 plus 4 minus 1. Because 6 by 4, 4 ones of 4 it goes. So it is not for 1 point something, it is 1 only. Now, the second priority operators are over. First of all, we don't have parentheses. No need to talk about the first priority operator. We also, we have only the second and third priority operators. So second priority operators are executed already. And the resultant final expression contains 15 plus 4 minus 1. That means plus and minus are the two operators which are left. And of course, these two are third priority operators. So within this, again, plus and minus both are same priority operators. In that case, the execution will take from left to right only. Therefore, first of all, plus has to be executed first. So what is 15 plus 4?
19.
19. So 19 minus 1. So finally, only one operator which is left is C is equal to 19 minus 1 is 18. And then finally, lastly, assignment will take place. As a result, if you take the C value, the C will hold how much? 18. Okay, sir? All of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's go back to the slides here. So this is what about the discussion about the arithmetic operators. Of course, the same thing here. I explained it through this operator precedence, okay, and associativity on arithmetic operators only. And this is what the discussion about that. All are left to right associativity. All are having left to right associativity. Then comes, let us talk about the important one. Internal in interviews also they stress on this particular thing, this particular set of operators called increment and decrement operators. The increment and decrement operators, of course, they are unary operators first of all, and they are comes under the category of arithmetic operators, but we separate them. We discuss in separate. And this increment decrement operators, being as unary operators, they can be used in two different modes. One is pre-increment or decrement. The other one is post-increment or decrement. So thus, within increment decrement, we have two categories again. One is pre-operators, pre-operator. The other one is post, or prefix or postfix operators. The other way we can say. Okay, sir, Amma? They are what? Plus, plus and minus, minus. Then plus, plus or minus, minus at a take, together we have to use. Side by side, we should not give any space. Together we have to use 2 plus continuously we have to type, 2 minus also we have to continuously type. then only you will get a correct meaning. Otherwise, your lexical analysis will interpret in different way, and you may get even error also. So thus the increment decrement operators, while using, be careful, the two plus signs to be typed side by side. Similarly, if you want to use a decrement operator, the two minus signs to be typed side by side. So thus we have two categories: prefix increment decrement operators or postfix increment decrement operators. Right, Amma? And where generally we use these operators means, particularly we use them in decision making or loop control structures. Decision control structures are loop control structures. We use the shortcut notation: infix and prefix increment decrement operators. Okay. Now again, let me concentrate on this. The difference between these two is what and how they are going to be executed. And if I mix with the other arithmetic operators, the priority and associativity, how they are going to be changed, all this we discuss here. So can anybody tell me, suppose I'm taking an integer value, say a, which is holding 5, and I'm saying plus a. Basically, this is equivalent to a is equal to a plus 1. That means this increment operator, it may be a pre-increment operator or it may be a post-increment operator. The increment operator always increments by 1 only, all of you. The increment and decrement operators are meant for either increasing the value of the variable by 1 or decreasing the value of the variable by 1. Okay, respectively. But we cannot increase the particular variable value by using plus, okay, multiple times, and incrementing more than 1 is not possible. So the plus always increments 1, minus always decrement 1. So tell me, when I'm saying a plus a, which form this is, first of all, because this increment decrements are of two types and prefix and postfix form. Now which form this is? Anybody? Because before the operand we are using, therefore it is called as prefix. Whereas suppose in the same notation, if I write like this, called a plus, this time after operand, okay, we are using this operator, increment operator. This is called as postfix. This is called prefix. Right. Now, same action, I mean, what are the resultant about the increment operator and decrement operator we are going to discuss. The same discussions, of course, applicable for the decrement operator also. Minus, it may be minus a or a minus. In this minus a, it is pre-operator, pre-decrement operator. And here, this is post-decrement operator. And the value of a, of course, is going to be decremented by 1. It is going to be decremented by the value called 1. Okay, Nama? Okay. Now, Mari, rendenduk bettadamma confusion vattiga. Plus ఏదో ప్లస్ ఏ రాస్తే అయిపోతుంది కదా, ఏ ప్లస్ రాస్తే అయిపోతుంది కదా, మనం ఎందుకు కన్ఫ్యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాడు? ప్రిఫిక్స్ పోస్ట్ ఫిక్స్ ఆన్సర్లు ఏమైనా డిఫరెంట్ ఉంటాయా అంటే, yes, of course. When we talk about these operators, within them the prefix will give, okay, or will be evaluated in one way, and postfix is going to be evaluated in the other way. So how the two are going to be evaluated, let us discuss. Again, what I'm doing here, I am taking an integer variable called a, which is holding 5, and one more variable, of course, I have taken, say, b, which is holding 6, and third variable c, all are integer type. So I have declared all of them as integers. Let us play this with the increment decrement, and clearly you will understand. So if you understand, I'm going to even ask you the questions also on this. Now I want to say plus a, and then later I want to print the value of this a. Yes, Amma. Can anybody tell me what is the value of this a? Remember, it is 6 only.
6.
Now assume that again a is 5 only. Okay. Here the same a on a, this time I am using postfix form. And again, I want to print the value. Can anybody
5.
tell me what is the
5,
value?
sir.
5, sir.
I'm
6,
printing
sir.
the value.
5, sir. 6, sir.
Okay, a మళ్ళీ ఒకమ్మ ఏ రీసెట్ అయింది అనుకోండి, ఏ అనేది రీసెట్ అయింది అనుకోండి, ఒకవేళ ఇది మీరు వరుసగా ఇలా రెండు ప్రింట్ఎఫ్స్ రెండు ప్లస్ ప్లస్ రాస్తే మాత్రం ఆన్సర్ వేరే ఉంటుంది. నేనేమంటున్నానంటే అజ్యూమ్ దట్ హియర్ ద ఏ వాల్యూ ఈజ్ అగైన్ 5 ఓన్లీ. అజ్యూమ్ దట్ ఏ ఈజ్ ఎవ్రీ టైమ్ 5 ఓన్లీ. సో ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ద కేస్ వాట్ ద ఆన్సర్?
6, sir.
This time a plus plus I'm saying 5.
5.
Some people are saying 6. Now the answer is 6 only. In both the printf cases, the answer is 6 only. Here it is 6, here also it is 6. మరి ఏ లాభం? రెండింటికి ఆన్సర్ సేమే వస్తుంది. అది ప్రీ అయినా సేమ్ ఆన్సర్ 6 అవుతుంది, పోస్ట్ అయినా సేమ్ ఆన్సర్ 6 అవుతుంది. అంటే దీని కరెక్ట్ ఎఫెక్ట్ ఎప్పుడు తెలుస్తుంది అంటే ద ఎగ్జాక్ట్ ఎఫెక్ట్ యూ విల్ ఫైండ్ when you are using that in expression. So let me take an expression. This time c is equal to what I'm saying is plus plus a. Assume that a is initially 5. Now I want to print both values of c and a. C is equal to percentage d and a is equal to percentage d comma c comma a. I'm printing both c and a values. Now tell me, a is 5, but I'm using that a, variable a, in an expression saying that c is equal to plus plus a. Can anybody tell me what is the answer of c and what is the answer of a?
6, 6, sir.
6,5.
6,5.
Both are 6,
6
sir.
here, which
Both are 6, sir.
Okay.
6, 6.
some people,
6, A is equals to 5.
c is equal to 6, a is equal to 5. Okay, any other answer? I want c. What is c?
C is equals to 6,
6, sir.
A is equal to
And
6.
a is equal to some other answers I'm getting. A is equal to 6. Remember, the execution takes like this. అమ్మ కేర్ఫుల్ గా వినండి, ఎందుకంటే చాలా సార్లు చాలా కన్ఫ్యూజన్ తోని అడుగుతూ ఉంటారు ఇంటర్వ్యూలో. ఈ ఇంక్రిమెంట్ డిక్రిమెంట్స్ మీద బాగా క్వశ్చన్స్ వేస్తుంటారు. ఓకే, సో వెన్ యూ ఆర్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్, ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ టెల్ మీ in which mode this increment operator we are using here? A mode, prefix form. We are using that in prefix form. Okay, so prefix form lo use chestappudu first emaitundante a gets incremented because plus percent incrementation kada, incremented by 1 అని చెప్పాను చూడండి. అది whether it may be prefix or postfix. Okay, increment operator increments by 1. So now a is going to be incremented by 1. That is 6. All of you listen. When you are using the increment operator in a prefix form, first that a is going to be incremented. So a previously was 5, now it will become 6 here. After incrementing, the incremented value is going to be used in the expression. Ante emaitundi ipudiga c is equal to what is the incremented value of a?
6.
6. So now 6 will be appeared here. First a gets incremented and then incremented value is going to be used in the expression. So therefore c is equal to 6. Now the expression has become c is equal to 6. Now the 6 is assigned to c, therefore c is 6. C is equal to 6 and a is already incremented. So if you observe the memory of a is already incremented. So therefore the a is also 6, not 6 and 5. Both are 6 only. So that's what the action of the prefix form. Similarly, if I use something called c is equal to a plus plus, again if I try to print the values of a and b or c and a, can anybody tell me this time what is the value of c and
5
a?
and
5,
6.
5,
C is 5, a is 6 amma. C is 5, a is 6.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Good. These are ఏమైతుందమ్మా అంటే the same plus plus operator. We are using it in postfix form. In that case, first of all, the old value of a is how much? 5 kada? So
Yes,
the
sir.
old value of a will be used in the expression. Ante c is equal to ఏమైపోయింది? 5 అయిపోయింది. And later increment will take place. So increment of a by 1 means will become 6 here. So that's what the postfix expression. Postfix lo emaitundi, first actual value will be used in the expression. Here is what a is replaced by 5 and then plus plus will take action. That's what the post action, and the post action as a result of that 5 will become 6 here. Therefore when we execute this, here the answer what you will get is C is equal to 5 and A is equal to 6. I agree. In both the cases, Mali A choose. If you observe clearly about the value of A is get incremented only, but the action of A, now this time, we are finding it in two different ways. In prefix form, first increment will take place and the incremented value is going to be used in the expression. This is what the prefix form. In the postfix form, first old value will be used in the expression, then incrementation will take place. Hope that you understand, Amma. ఈ ఫండమెంటల్ జ్ఞాపకం ఉంచుకుంటే వాడు ఎంత పెద్ద ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ రాసినా కానీ of course we can easily evaluate that particular value. Okay, Namma, all of you.
Yes.
If you have any doubts, please clear about prefix and postfix. Those who already know, well and good. Okay, for the others, if it is okay, is that okay, Amma?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Amma.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me if it is the case. Let me go back and now let me ask you the questions. You said that you understand now. And again, I'm using here integer variables. A is equal to 5, B is equal to say 6, something called C. Now, observe carefully. C is equal to A plus B. What is the value of A here? Assume that I'm printing. A is what? B is what? And C is what? I want all the three again.
A is 6, sir. B is 5. Sorry, B is 6 and C is 12.
Okay. D గురించి మనం కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అయ్యే పని చెప్పండి some other answer I'm getting.
A is 6, B is 6 and C is 11, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
A is 6, B is 6, C is 11.
C is 11.
C is 11.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now let me check that one. Any answers? Anybody want to change the answer? Yes, Amma. Anyone want to change the answer? These people are saying that C is equal to 11, A is equal to 6, B is also 6.
5, 6, 11, sir.
Anyone? Tell me. What is A?
5, sir.
6, sir. 6.
A is 5.
6, sir.
Sir.
Okay, 6.
Six.
Okay, let me tell you. Let me clear the things. First of all, again, this increment operator, we are using it in an expression. Here, plus B in front of this, it is what's an addition sign, not increment operator. This increment operator plus is assigned on A. The lexical analysis will take care how the tokenization will take place and which operator has to be assigned to what. The lexical analysis will take care. In this case, my understanding is that, my intention was to apply this plus on A, postfix form. Now, let us evaluate this and we will verify whether your answer is correct or not. This is here plus is used in the postfix form. Postfix form, first old value of A is used in the expression. What is the old value of A?
5.
5. So this in this expression, yes, in this expression now it will become like this. C is equal to 5 plus B. So what is B now?
6.
B is 6 already. So what is 5 plus 6? 11. Therefore, C is equal to 11. But here, of course, the old value of A is used in the expression, but once if it is moving to the next one, the value of A has to be incremented. So it will become 6. While using in the expression, old value is used because the postfix form is there. But in prefix or postfix form, in both the cases, A gets incremented. ఆ ఇంక్రిమెంటేషన్ యొక్క ఆర్డర్ చేంజ్ అవుతుంది. ఫస్ట్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ లో ఓల్డ్ పెట్టి ఇంక్రిమెంట్ కావాలా లేదా ఫస్ట్ ఇంక్రిమెంట్ అయి మళ్ళీ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ లో సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేయాలా? కన్ఫ్యూజన్ అనేది ఇక్కడ మీకు చాలా మందికి ఇది ఉంటుంది. ఏమని అంటే ఫస్ట్ ఇంక్రిమెంటెడ్ వాల్యూని ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ లో యూస్ చేయాలా లేదా ఫస్ట్ ఓల్డ్ వాల్యూ యూస్ చేసి మళ్ళీ ఇంక్రిమెంట్ కావాలా? రెండిట్లలో కూడా ఇన్ బోత్ ద కేసెస్ ఏ గెట్స్ ఇంక్రిమెంటెడ్. సో the only difference is here in postfix form, first old value is used, then incrementation will take place. So thus, after substituting a is equal to 5 here, a gets incremented and a will become 6 here. So finally what we observed is that c is equal to 11, a is equal to 6 and b never changes because it's a direct value we are using it here. Therefore, the answer is 11, 6 and 6. Now, it's the same thing. Suppose if I use this way, tell me what the answer. C is equal to plus A plus B. Anyone?
A equals to 6.
A equal to 6,
B
B equal to 6, C equal to 12.
Okay, let me write, Amma. The answer which you are saying is C is equal to enta?
12.
12. Okay. A.
6.
6. మీరు కన్ఫ్యూజ్ కావద్దుగా, ఇంక్రిమెంటేషన్ డెఫినెట్లీ విల్ టేక్ ప్లేస్. ఓన్లీ థింగ్ ఈస్ ఎఫెక్ట్ యూ విల్ ఫైండ్ ఆన్ సి. సి మీద ఎఫెక్ట్ కనిపిస్తుంది, ఏ ఎట్లాగో ఇంక్రిమెంట్ అవుతుంది, బి మాత్రం అలాగే ఉంటుంది. సో బి ఈస్ అగైన్ రిమైన్ 6 ఓన్లీ. సో లెట్ మీ చెక్ వెదర్ దిస్ ఆన్సర్ ఇస్ కరెక్ట్ ఆర్ నాట్. లెట్ us analyze it. So according to the analysis here, as per the prefix statement which I expressed here, prefix form a gets incremented first. What is the a value in the memory? Old value of a is 5, that has to be incremented first. So it will become 6 now. It will get incremented first because prefix form. After incrementing, the incremented value is going to be used in the expression. Annappudu c is equal to em 6 plus, of course, b is how much? 6 only. So 6 plus 6 how much, sir? 12. Therefore the answer is correct. Okay namma? Inka koddi confuse cheddam. Danikante mundu let us see whether these answers are correct or not by executing them. So int a is equal to 5 comma b is equal to 6 comma c. I'm using c is equal to, yes amma, shall I use the individual one first? A plus plus. Okay, simple answer, simply first చూద్దాం. A is equal to, sorry, C is equal to A plus plus. So I want C as well as A value. C comma A. Fine. So your answer is what? C is 5, A is equal to 6. First assignment and then increment. So let us see. C is equal to 5, A is equal to 6. Yes, Amma. C is equal to 5, A is equal to 6. Now the same, suppose if I use it in differently, that is if I use it in prefix form, plus A, then first increment, then, okay, assign it in the expression. First increment means A will become 6 and then 6 will be assigned to C. So let us see this time what the answer. So of course, C is equal to 6, A is also 6. In both the cases, of course, A is 6 only. Now I'm making bit complicated. To this plus A, let me add B. Now I don't want B because B is not going to be changed. I'm not going to even change the printf. So this time you said that it is plus A annappudu first A increment kavale, malli expression lo incremented value ravale. So first A gets incremented, it will become 6. 6 will be used in the expression. So in place of plus A, it will become 6 plus B is also 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. Therefore, C is equal to 12. A is equal to 6. Let us see this answer, what it is. Okay. Yeah, C is equal to 12. A is equal to 6. Now, what about postfix form? Suppose if I erase this and use like this. What is the answer? You said it is 11 comma 6. Let us see how it is 11 means. This time it is postfix form. Postfix annappudu first old value will be used in the expression. So expression A is equal to 5. In the variable A is equal to 5. That 5 value is going to be replaced here in that expression. So 5 plus B is 6. 5 plus 6 is 11. And of course, after using the value of A in the expression, A gets incremented anyhow. So A will become 6 only. So this time the answer is, anybody, 11 comma 6, not 12 comma 6. Let us see, it is 11 comma 6. Now picture, I'll make it more complicated. Now I want to use the same form indifferently. What is your answer this time? Yes, first is clear. A is equal to C is equal to 5, A is equal to 6. Second dantlo C6, A6 rendu kuda. Third dantlo C is 11, A is 6. And of course, no need to talk about the B value. And in plus plus A, C is 12. Okay, and A is 6. C is 12, A is 6. Can anybody tell me what is this? Anyone? If it is visible on the screen, I want the next one. A plus 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 A plus plus.
A6 comma 6 and 10 C.
I want that both A and C only, not B. I don't want B. Assume that A is 5.
C is 5 and 8, sir.
A will be 7 and C will be 11.
sir.
A will be 7 and C will be 11.
11.
Okay. Any other answers?
Sir, 10 and 7.
C is 10, A is 7. A 80% లో తప్పు చెప్పాలి మీరు. ఏ మాత్రం అందరు కరెక్ట్. ఏ తప్పు చెప్పే ఛాన్సే లేదు, ఎందుకంటే అది ప్రీ కానీ పోస్ట్ ఇంక్రిమెంట్ కానీ ఏ గెట్స్ ఇంక్రిమెంటెడ్ అంతే. సో 2 times you are incrementing means from 5 it reaches to 7. సో అందరూ ఏ కరెక్టే చెప్తున్నారు 7. I want C answer.
C is 11 and A is
11, sir.
C is 11.
C is 11, sir.
C is 11, sir.
A is 7. C is 11, A is 7. How? Can anyone explain? Postfix form. Both the times I used postfix form.
5 plus 6.
For the second postfix, A will be already incremented to 6.
Okay, let me write and explain that. Confuse అయ్యే పని లేదు. Let us see. A basic జ్ఞాపకం ఉంటే సరిపోతుంది. Here. We have A is equal to 5. I am interested in C with an expression C is equal to what it was? A plus 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 A plus plus. ఇలాగే కదా మనం వాడింది. ఓకే అమ్మా, రెండు కూడా పోస్ట్ ఫిక్స్ ఫార్మ్స్. బోత్ ఆర్ పోస్ట్ ఫిక్స్ ఫార్మ్స్. సో పోస్ట్ ఫిక్స్ లో ఏమని చెప్పాను, ఫస్ట్ ఓల్డ్ వాల్యూ విల్ బి యూజ్డ్ ఇన్ ద ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్. సో ఇది ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ అనేది లెఫ్ట్ రైటే కనుక ఏమవుతుంది, ఏ ఏదైతే 5 ఉందో అది ఇక్కడ వాడడం జరుగుతుంది. సో 5 ఈజ్ రీప్లేస్డ్ హియర్, బట్ ప్లస్ ప్లస్ ఈజ్ దేర్. సో దేర్ ఫోర్ ఇట్ విల్ బికమ్ వాట్స్ ఆర్ నౌ. First use the old value, then get incremented. So use the old value means 5 and A gets incremented means A will become 6 here. Now remember A is changed. ఇక్కడికి వచ్చే వరకు priority prakaram again these plus plus operators are only, whether they may be pre-increment operators or post-increment operators, they will be given more priority than addition. So obviously this has to be executed later. So when this is expressing, this particular part is executing, again we are using it in the postfix form only. Therefore first old value of A, what is the old value of A, amma? Anyone? Is that 5 or 6 now? 6. According to this second expression, according to the first expression, when the left to right is going up, old value was 5 in the memory, and later A gets incremented. Now it has become 6 here, and when it is coming here, first old value is updated old value, that is 6 here, and then A gets incremented. So as a result, in the memory, now 6 will become 7. This is about A, memory of A. So now what is it? 5 plus 6 here? C is equal to how much? 11. And whereas A is of course 7. Okay, Nama? Yes, Amma? Hope you understand.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
lastly, now what is the last one? Tell me about this. Last one. C is equal to plus plus A plus 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 A.
13 and 7, sir.
13 comma 7, sir.
7. Why 13, Amma? Can anybody tell me why 13?
Since it is prefix, so first we will be incrementing and then assigning.
Okay. So now step by step explain cheyi Amma. Nuve explain cheyi. A 5 undi. Okay. Good. Your explanation is
A.
good. I want that.
A is 5, sir. Since we are using prefix, so first we will be assigning the value, then we'll be incrementing the value. So first
Wait.
prefix,
Prefix అంటే prefix లో
first
first assign
incrementing.
కాదు కదా.
No, sorry,
Okay.
sir. First increment, then assigning. So what we'll be doing is the plus a. So it will be become from 5, it will be become 6. Then
Fine.
plus a. Now a will be becoming 6. Now again
Okay.
plus a. So 6 will become 7. So 6 plus 7,
ఎందుకంటే
13.
6
And
plus
a
7
value will be
13.
7. And a will be 7.
But it is showing 14. Answer is 14 comma 7. Answer is 14 comma 7. Okay, let me execute first. Yeah, answer law plus a. Okay, what is it? Plus a. First preform చూద్దాము. Preform ఎంత వచ్చింది? Sorry, a plus preform చూసి మళ్ళీ post form చూద్దాం. So a plus a. Okay, compile this and then run this one. It is 11 comma 7. You said the same, I think, right? మీరు కరెక్టే చెప్పారు. Now let me use this in different way. It is plus a comma, sorry, plus a. మీరు అన్నారు 13. Now let us see what is the compiler is going to give as an answer. The answer is 14 comma 7, not 13. Can anybody tell me why 14? Priority గురించి చెప్పాను. I told you the priority also. Priority is prefix and postfix forms are more prior than the addition arithmetic operators. All arithmetic operators కంటే ముందు prefix postfix evaluations అనేది జరుగుతాయి. So prefix notations or postfix operators are more prior than the arithmetic operators. Keeping in the mind why the answer is 14. Can anybody tell me why the answer is 14? This is right. You
Sir.
said it is right. But in this case, C is 14 and A is of course 7. Why 14?
So maybe it got pre-incremented, like both got pre-incremented and then it got added.
Yeah, yes. Because plus addition. Finally, we have to add kada. So addition is what the last priority. Then lots are increment operator. So your expression nearly 60 to 70% is okay. Plus A annamama. What is plus A? First increment, then use the incremented value in the expression. So A is 5. So 5 gets incremented, it will become 6 here. Kani, before it goes, we are having one more plus A. So is more also prioritized than what's our addition ganka. Once again, that A has to be incremented. So what will happen when that A gets incremented? 6 నుంచి 7 అయిపోతుంది. So finally, అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే ఏమవుతుందంటే రెండు ప్రీ ఇంక్రిమెంట్లలో యూ గాట్ A gets incremented to 7, which are used in the expression. 7 plus 7 resultant is what? 14. Okay, Nama, all of you. Okay. Now finally you take these two as assignments. C is equal to plus A plus A plus. First lo pre, then తర్వాత post. Yes, Amma.
Sir, screen share has been ended, sir.
Yeah, disabled, huh?
Yes, sir.
ఇప్పుడు కూడా లేదా? I think I have
No,
to stop
sir.
and then run.
No, sir.
Okay. Acha. The video call ended antunnamma. I think time is over. It has given only 1 hour time, it seems. అవునా? నేను ఏం చేస్తున్నానమ్మా అంటే ఫర్ ఆడియో పర్పస్ ఐఎమ్ యూజింగ్ మై మొబైల్ అమ్మా. ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ, మై డైలీ సెటప్ ఈస్ ఫర్ ఆడియో పర్పస్ ఐఎమ్ యూజింగ్ మొబైల్. ఓకే, అండ్ ఫర్ వీడియో పర్పస్ అండ్ ఫర్ పీపీటీ అదర్ పర్పసెస్ ఐఎమ్ యూజింగ్ మై ల్యాప్టాప్, because laptop audio connectivity problem is there. So when you opened my screen, it is showing something called the video call ended because the connection was lost and until. So anyhow, all of you, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
we'll do one thing.
Yes, sir.
We'll do one. Okay, we'll do one thing. We'll stop today here only. I'll post the 2 questions which I want to ask you. Same model, ఒకటి ప్రీ ఫామ్, ఇంకోటి పోస్ట్ ఫామ్. అలా ఫస్ట్ పోస్ట్, దాని తర్వాత ప్రీ దాని తర్వాత పోస్ట్ ఫామ్ లో సింపుల్ 2 క్వశ్చన్స్ అడుగుతాను. ఓకే, యూ సెండ్ ద ఆన్సర్స్ ఫర్ దట్ వన్. And still a lot of discussion is there about this pre-increment and post-increment operators. Similarly, decrement also. That will extend it in the next class, Amma, along with the other discussions. Okay. So today I'm stopping it here. Chandrika madam, are you present in the class, Amma? Chandrika madam?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Soumya
sir.
madam?
Sir, I'm there. Sir, I'm there, sir.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think I lost my connection. What's the
Ah.
laptop connection?
Yeah, laptop connection maybe, sir. Yes, sir.
I have to check whether only 1 hour తీసుకోగలుగుతామని కట్ అయిందా లేకపోతే ఆర్ మై టెక్నికల్
No,
ఇష్యూ
no, no, no. It's
చూస్తాను నేను.
technical issue, sir. Yeah, because from your phone, I think you're already there. From laptop,
Yeah,
the login
it's
has
disconnected.
disconnected.
When I
Yes.
saw that, it immediately the video
Yes.
connection is lost అని చెప్పేసి
Yeah,
ఇచ్చారు.
yes. Screen
But
sharing.
so just నేను about to wind up only because I was asking
Okay.
2 questions. By that time they were unable to see. So the
See,
2
yes,
questions anyhow I'll post them in the WhatsApp group for them.
Okay, sir. No issue, sir.
And here today we'll stop my session. I'm going to stop
Okay.
here. Okay, Nama?
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you, Amma.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
All of you, all
Thank
the
you,
best.
sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
One doubt.
Thank you.
So,
Yes, Amma.
so one doubt. The last example that you have discussed, if we execute in the online compiler, it is showing the answer as 13.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Which compiler are you using, Amma? Your online compiler, which one you are using?
Online GBD.
GCC compiler only.
No, sir. GDB compiler.
Just check that one, Amma. ఒక్కసారి చెక్ చేయి. ఇప్పుడు
Okay,
నేను
sir.
చూపించిన దాంట్లో మనం చేసాం చూడండి, మనకి ఎంత వచ్చింది 14,7.
Okay,
అవునా?
sir. Yes.
అప్పుడు ఒకవేళ అలాగైతేనేమో డిజైన్ కంపైలర్ డిజైన్ లో ఏదైతే గ్రామర్ వాళ్ళు డిజైన్ చేశారో గ్రామర్ లో మిస్టేక్ కావచ్చు. మిస్టేక్ అంటే మిస్టేక్ అని వాళ్ళని మనం బ్లేమ్ చేయలేము. ఇట్స్ దేర్ అండర్స్టాండింగ్. దే వాంట్ ద ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ టు బి మేడ్ లైక్ దట్. ఓకేనా? ఇప్పుడు మనం మీ ముందరనే మనం ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేస్తే ఎంత వచ్చింది ఆన్సర్? హౌ మచ్ యు గాట్? 14,
7.
we got.
14,7.
And the same expression you are using it in, and you got 13,7. Let me clear the things. The 14,7 which we use it here, the priority difference to నాకు ఏం వచ్చింది? 14,7 వచ్చింది. అవునా? First A gets incremented, it will come second. Once again A gets incremented, it will come 7. Then both are used in the expression అన్నట్టు అయింది. అవునా?
Yes, sir.
According to my compiler. So that's why 7 plus 7 resultant will become 14. So that's why the compiler, GCC compiler which we are running in our system is showing 14,7. Anyhow, no need to worry about A gets 7 only. Now your compiler, what it did is plus A gets incremented. So what is plus A according to the incrementation? If initially 5,
6, sir.
6. So that has to be used కదా, expression లో యూజ్ చేయాలి. First
Yes,
increment, then use it in the expression. So first plus A place లో 6 వచ్చేసింది. అవునా? ప్లస్
Yes, sir.
మళ్ళీ ప్లస్ A ఉంది కదా.
Yes, sir.
ఇప్పుడు what is the current value of A?
6, sir.
6.
Before it was
6.
6, now again it is incremented, so it will become
Now
7.
again it will come incremented, it will come 7. Now 7
Yes,
has to be replaced in the expression.
Yes, sir.
First place లో, in the first place when the A is replaced, it has become 6 plus. Second time when that A is incremented and replaced in the expression, because both are pre-form only, it has become 7. So the resultant is 6 plus 7. What is the 6 plus 7 answer?
13.
That was the problem, right?
Okay,
Clear, all of
sir.
you. Now like this only, the 2 more questions you try, I'll post in the WhatsApp. I'll post in WhatsApp. If you are having different compilers, you run them in Turbo compiler also. If you have Turbo C++ or C in your system, and similarly we'll execute here also in our system, GCC compiler with Windows version, WinGW compiler, and the online compiler which just now one of your friends have used. Likewise, you use online compiler and check the answer. And once you check the answer, you only will understand maybe difference of priority difference లేకపోతే దాని వల్లనో ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది. అదర్వైజ్ మెయిన్ కాన్సెప్ట్ విల్ నాట్ చేంజ్. రెండిట్లలో కూడా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఏమైంది అంటే, మన దాంట్లో 14 వచ్చేటప్పుడేమో 2 ముందు కంప్లీట్ అయిన తర్వాతనే అడిషన్ అయింది అన్నట్టుగా అయింది. మీ కంపైలర్ ఆన్లైన్ కంపైలర్ ఏమైందంటే ఫస్ట్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ లో సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేస్తూ ఇంక్రిమెంట్ అవ్వకుండా పోయింది అన్నట్టు. But on a whole, plus plus a means first increment, then use the incremented value in the expression. And a plus plus means first use the old value of a in the expression, then increment the value. This is what the most fundamental thing that we should not forget. Okay, Nama?
Okay, sir. Actually,
may
I
differ
used
from-
Java compiler, so that made the difference, I think, sir.
Maybe. That's what. Compiler to compiler, it may differ.
Yes, sir. Now,
because-
if I use
and-
pre-compiler, I got 14 only, sir, answer.
Fine. Good.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
But understanding is very important. Hope everybody has understand about the increment, decrement operators. Avuna?
Yes, sir.
No need
Yes,
confusion
sir.
kada, confusion లేదు కదా. So రెండు
No,
questions
sir.
మీరు answer ఇవ్వండి. Okay. Now I'll pose the two questions, you answer them. But still a little discussion is there about these particular operators when they are used as not only expressions and they are passed as arguments, and when they are combined with other higher priority or operators, how the things are going to be changed అనేది we will see it in the next lessons. Okay na? Okay,
Okay,
Amma?
sir.
Okay, thank you all of you. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Chandra madam, thank you,
Thank
madam.
you, sir.
Good night.
Thank you so
Good
much,
night.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Just
Thank
please
you.
join your mentoring links immediately. You guys can leave.